this is Darth Coonstyle back on the NovaTrails server. I hope everyone's having a great day today. I know I am. So, as you guys might be able to tell, some things have changed down this tunnel. I've been a busy bee. I actually got a brand new computer, and I was so lazy I didn't feel like setting everything back up again for recording. And I figured it'd be nice to take a little bit of time off, anyways, with the holidays and all. So what I did is I just played Minecraft on the side whenever I wanted to and had fun with it. Amazing concept. Kind of prevents burnout, I guess. But since the last time you saw this, um, it's changed a bit. Last time you saw it, it was a Nether Rec Tunnel with a couple little areas dug out to the left and right. Since then, I just dug it all out. um, Reoriented some of the portals to where they were into the walls properly, and have quite a few little shortcuts around. So it's coming out great. So some things I've gotten done. This is actually where my nether furnaces are going to be. I'm going to have an array of what, 5, 10, 15 furnaces is probably what I'm going to go for. As you can see back there, I actually already dug a hole all the way down. Um, Had to pillar out over to lava a little bit to get it done, but nonetheless. And if you guys don't know how that works, it's basically there'll be a bunch of chests pretty much right under this part right here, all the way down at the lava level, which I think is at Y30. Anyways, there'll be a bunch of chests down there, and there will be a minecart with a hopper in it, and it'll run back and forth. um, so basically, once a month, I'll go down there with a bunch of buckets and fill it up with some lava. And next thing you know, it will all get transported up here. Um, Whenever the system gets low on fuel, it'll just go back and get more. Only problem with that is I need like a zillion buckets, which requires iron. Since we don't yet have a Titan, though, the way I understand it, there's one in the works. Um, I have been planning on making um, a little joint project with Kelator. We're going to put in a actual iron farm, one of the old school kinds, but we'll get to that here in a minute. While we're here, I think I have a cart. Yes, I do. Um, so other things that have gotten done. Um, since then, and a lot of this was just polishing up previous things I started and never finished. Is that all the way down on the other? It's actually the North Tunnel, all the way at the other end. Um, Myself and Raven dug out a tunnel all the way to the fortress, which is about, I don't know, probably about 1,000 blocks away from here. Um, it was a little bit of fun. I apparently need to replace the glass. Okay, anyways. Sheep, where are you in the nether? Dead sheep. But what I did is I actually built a line on top of this, and this is just the beginning. And another reason why I need more iron is I ran out of rails. But it's just a nice little way of getting back and forth without having to waste half your hunger bar jumping through the nether. It takes you directly back to the hub, and you can kind of look out over everything, and it looks kind of pretty. um, Renamed a lot of the tunnels Blue Tunnel, or renamed this one the Blue Tunnel. That way we could use some blue stained glass. Um, and yeah, so this is the little rail line. But I can't. It's finished on this side, but it's definitely not finished on the other. Um, I'll go back up this way. It's just the same old tunnel it's always been, but just figured this would be not necessarily quicker, but it probably is about the same amount of time actually. But it does save on hunger bars and um, so on and so forth. So my plans are to go ahead and polish this off again, but like I said, I can't do that yet. Um, My goal is to have the iron farm up within the next few days. That's my goal. I don't know if it's actually going to happen in the next few days, but we'll see. So, what I need for that farm is I need diorite, and it's kind of the old style design. It still works in 1.9. Main reason I'm using it is because I don't want to really build the Titan and then turn around and they break something with it. But I don't know. So far, this works with 1.9 and it's closer. I don't have to run all the way back to spawn chunks to get iron. So yeah, so what my goal is, oh yeah, I was going to show you the beginnings of this iron farm. Now, it goes against, or not against, but it's a little bit of a different design than the one that like Doc M had done a tutorial on way back in like 1.3. But basically it's going to have a total of 8 cells instead of the 4. Um, one there, one there, one there, one there, and then there will be 4 corresponding ones up in the sky, about 75, I think 75 blocks up. And by my calculations, when you have 4 of these right now, it's actually spawning about one. Um, uh, with 4 of them, it spawns one iron golem per minute on average. They drop between 4 and 5 iron. Now, keeping that in mind, um, that results in now if I double that, which is what we're going to have, that should roundabouts about 10 iron per minute, which would be approximately 600 iron per hour, which is about what, 10 stacks. So that's the goal. And this is a AFK version because you obviously this isn't loaded if you're not here. But it'll be a quick way for myself and Kelator to be able to get iron, or anyone else who wants to use it as long as they're willing to AFK. Um, but alas, it takes a lot of resources because each one of these is 20 by 20, and there's 2 floors in each one, which results in 800, and I'm using all diorite, so it's 800 diorite per cell. So one, two, this one's almost done. I don't think I have the inside of it done yet. I know the lower level on this one's done, but I don't think I put the floor all the way in. I think I ran out of diorite. Yeah, so I got to put in the second floor here, and then I got to build this 2 more times, and then I'm probably going to go get Prismarine and do the upper ones in Prismarine. Just change it up a little bit, make it look cool. And then we have the kill chamber, so there's going to be water streams that bring all the golems down to the central point, which will be underneath this portal. Um, and then there will be the kill room. It will automatically kill them, put them directly into a chest system directly in front of you, and it'll be nice and cool. Um, this is kind of a big build. It's going to look interesting once I'm done. Um, Kelator is going to be helping as well, though we haven't really figured out where he's helping because I don't think he really knows what I'm doing right now as far as the design of these. So, but yeah, that's my goal. Kelator's donated a lot of wood already for all these doors. Each one of these is 48 doors, so 48 times basically 8. Uh, it's quite a few. Um, so we'll see. We'll get this done. But for right now, what I need to do is I need to go get diorite because all of the diorite I have is in my inventory right now and right here. So that's all I got. And it's not going to be enough to finish 1 cell, let alone do 2 more. So that's my what I'm going to be doing in this episode behind the scenes. I'm not going to bore you guys to death with me mining, but That's what I'm going to go do right now. Is I'm going to go mine, and then I'll bring you back once we are working on those cells. Hey guys, we're back. I just wanted to bring you guys back for a moment to give you a little bit of insight of what's going actually on in this thing. So, if you guys don't know how villagers work or how villages themselves work, um, basically it's based off of how doors interact with where the villagers are, and then uh, so underneath here, just to give you an idea, there's a door and then there's a roof. Okay, that's what this second platform pretty much serves as. Um, Now, because of that, this thing, each one of these has 48 doors. Okay. Now, what ends up happening is iron golems will spawn whenever there's at least 16 villagers and 48 doors, or 48 houses, so to speak, in that door, or in that actual setup. So, um, basically, what we're doing here is we're fooling the game into thinking that this is an actual village. Now, basically what we're doing also on top of that is we're making a kill chamber or a way for those golems to be transported. So the way you basically want to do that is you want to create water streams, and this is specifically sized to where all water streams will end up in the very center. Now the nice thing about having Depth Strider in this is um, if you don't have Depth Strider, this is kind of a struggle. So um, easiest way to set up these continuous water streams is like this. What you do is, now we all know that if you put two blocks, one block away from each other of water, the center will fill in and become an infinite water source. And that's what we're actually doing here, over and over. So you just go around the outside like this. And this also works for like spawning chambers and stuff. Like if you ever um, like have a kill chamber and you want all the water to push something towards the middle. That's basically your best way to do it is to just try to make sure that your water streams kind of match up. Another thing you can do, which you'll end up seeing eventually, is because golems are 2 blocks wide, we're going to be making continuous streams all the way down, but we're going to be separating them out with signs or pressure plates or something of the sort. And what that'll do is that'll make it to where the water doesn't flow back on itself, and it'll keep on being a stream in any direction that we want it. So, all right, almost done. And then the one bad thing that a lot of people, and I've actually seen this before, it's kind of funny. If you turn around and since this is a continuous water stream around, what ends up happening if you do this wrong is if you end up continuing this water stream to here, what will happen is that this part will become a solid block, and then everything adjacent, so right here, will become a solid block, and then this all will become an infinite water source. We don't want that. We want the golems that actually spawn here to be pushed towards the middle, and then they'll fall down. This will be aligned further or going upward to where whenever they're coming down, they just fall straight down. Now, golems do not take fall damage. A little tidbit of information for you. So let's fill up our buckets again, and then what we do is we rip these out. We put a bucket here, and then clear that. Now, if a golem ends up here, since they're too wide, they will get pushed out. Okay? And we do that again. So take these out, put it there, put it there. Plain and simple, very, very kind of simple overall. And it also provides us a escape avenue to get out of here. Because it is too wide without placing a block down where the infinite water sources are. And be messing up the style of it. So, alright, so that's done now. So there we go. This is the second platform completed. So get up out of here and jump on down. I try to provide enough light towards the middle. Technically, there is an area where there is not enough light. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some research to see if sea lanterns will decrease spawning, because I know like normal mobs cannot spawn on them, but maybe because they're too wide, as long as I go just um, one actual square, maybe they could still spawn. I don't know. I will be doing some research on that, and I will come back and put in some sea lanterns where these little intersections are whenever, if I find that that is the case. But all right, so that's, well, actually, it's not complete yet. I still have to put, if you see over here, there's these little chambers on the side. This is kind of a pain in the butt to do in survival. But basically what we want to do is we want to create um, a little area for this to be, for our villagers to sit safely. Mainly because we don't want any mobs getting in here. Because if they do, then next thing you know, we're going to end up having some death issues. So, and then we'll have to breed up more villagers, and it's already going to be a pain in the neck enough to get them over here. So, oops, wrong one. So we'll just build some temporary blocks here. Um, and we just come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll go up 2. And then we'll fill in between. So this makes a 4x4 area to house our villagers. Like so. And to keep with the pattern over there, go 1, 2, 3, and if I can, 4. And then the 5th one will be where we go here, like so. And we'll throw a couple of sea lanterns down. I just want to make sure, especially if there's going to be any spawning, it doesn't happen in here. Because we know how zombies are. If you've ever played any amount of time, they will sit there and try to get to the villagers at all costs. And what we'll do also is, once we get the villagers in here, we will shoot, sorry. We will go ahead and cap this off with glass or something else to where we can see the status of the villagers. So, okay, we'll go ahead and throw this down and pop up out of here. This is how I did it on the other side. So, we need another infinite water source, of course, because I need more water for this. So, now we're going to put water in all 4 corners, and I did not have enough. I should, yes. Alright, so, because we didn't have enough water. So, alright, so what we want to do here is we want to put water in all 4 corners. And what this will do is it'll allow us to keep the villagers from glitching out whenever we have loading, like if we load the actual chunks and stuff. Also, it makes it to where like zombies can't hit through the walls, even though in this particular design we really don't have that issue. So I'm going to continue this all the way around, and then I'm going to get started on the other 2. And actually, I think for right now, kind of a short episode, but I think we'll go ahead and cut it here, and I'll bring you guys back tomorrow or the day after. I am recording this New Year's Eve, so I actually have to go back to work here soon. So I figured just go ahead and get this cut, get this uploaded, and since it'll probably be tomorrow before you guys see this, Happy New Year. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope the video renders fine for you. This is my first attempt at 1080p. So we will see. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Otherwise, I hope you have a terrific day. And again, Happy New Year. Bye.